Today we're going to be talking about how to divide polynomials. We're going to be dividing quadratic equations by linear equations. So I'll set up an example here. X minus 3 divided by x squared plus 4x minus 6. Now, the way we would solve this is we would take a look at the highest power or highest degree in the dividend polynomial. So the highest degree is 2, so we're going to start off with x squared. We're going to determine how many times x goes into x squared, which is x times, because x times x will equal x squared. Times x equals x squared. And then we'll minus x squared. But we also have to take in consideration of the negative 3. We would also have to multiply the negative 3 by the x, which would get negative 3x. And we wouldn't minus 3x, which is a common misconception. We would actually minus negative 3x, which would basically be adding 3x. It's kind of like saying you're adding, if you're adding x squared to this instead of minusing it. We're just making x times x squared and then making a negative. So now those two cancel out and we're left with 7x. Bring down the negative 6. And we have 7x minus 6. Now we're going to figure out, we have 1 as the highest power or degree in this equation. And we're going to figure out how many times x goes into 7x. Well, x times 7 goes into 7x 7 times. So we're going to add 7 to this. So 7 times x is equal to 7x. So we will subtract the 7x. Now negative 3 times 7 is negative 21. And we would add the 21. And after we add the 21, we get left with 15 as our remainder. This is our remainder because if this was 6 instead of negative 21 or positive 21, then we would cancel out the whole thing and we would be left with 0. But that's not the case here, and we have a remainder. So what we do with the remainder is simply divide the remainder by our divisor, which is basically like we do in long division. So 15 divided by x minus 3. So plus 15 divided by x minus 3. And we can check our work by actually multiplying the binomials. X minus 3. This whole thing is multiplied by x minus 3. So we could start with the first one. We have x times x minus 3, which is x squared. X times negative 3x, negative 3 is negative 3x. Now 7 times x is positive 7x. And 7 times negative 3 is minus 21. And 15 divided by x minus 3 multiplied by x minus 3 is scribble that out there, 15, because they both cancel out. This we're left with x squared plus 4x minus 21. And it looks like we have 15 plus 15. And then we add this squared plus 4x minus 6. And this is the exact same thing as our dividend, so we know we checked our work correctly. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned how to divide polynomials today and maybe even multiply polynomials. Have a great day.